There we go. Hey everybody. Running a few minutes behind. Welcome to Motivation Monday. Convos and coaching with Kerry. Oh my goodness. It's so sticky here today. Everything is like sticking, which is really kind of annoying. So let me just do my housekeeping things. One moment. Of course, Facebook is going to crawl. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Sarah. Welcome. There we go. Hey, everybody. Running a few minutes behind. Welcome to Motivation Monday. Convos and coaching with Kerry. Oh my goodness. It's so sticky here today. Everything is like sticking, which is really kind of annoying. So let me just do my housekeeping things. One moment. Of course, Facebook is going to crawl. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Sarah. Welcome. Just gonna do some housekeeping. Hey, Diane, if Facebook wants to actually do anything, that would be great. All right. Okay, I can't tag any because it's giving me trouble, so I'll screw that. All right. Oh, no, oh. One moment. Hey, Mary. Hey, Nancy. Welcome. Stop. Sorry, I'm having technological difficulties today. That is maddening. Here's our musical inspiration for the evening. Hey, Julie. Welcome. Here is the musical inspiration for the evening. Let me see. Are good to go.
That's what the day is.
Yeah, there I am.
That's just what
Okay, see, none of my buttons want to work. I'm doing everything I can to not curse. Hello, everybody. My truck driver mouth wants to come out. Welcome. Miss, if you can tag Annie, since I can't. Sure. That would be fantastic, since nothing wants to work on my computer today. Cheers. This should totally be a gin and tonic. Oh my God. But alas, it's just cucumber water. You know what? I'm going to start doing cocktails with Kerry instead of convos with Kerry. It'll be cocktails, convos, and coaching with Kerry. I mean, how fun is that? Totally. Mary, I'm cracking up. Catherine is trying to get the Medway girls together to see a band. Probably Mark Allen's band, if I had to guess. That would be good. All right. So let's get some chit-chat going. Hey, Mark. Welcome from Tennessee. Good to see you here. Let me get to my notes. All righty. All right, so welcome, everybody. Welcome. You're in Baltimore. Welcome, Diane from Baltimore. I know Mary's in New Hampshire. I'm trying to see if when that stupid light flickers, if it shows in.com, and click on the banner. That's right there, and you can register away. All right, so welcome, everybody. For those of you who are new to Convos and Coaching with Kerry, soon to be Cocktails, Convos, and Coaching with Kerry, because that will make my life so much better to have some cocktails instead of cucumber water, which, by the way, is delicious, but it would be nice for it to be cocktails. Hello from Mexico. Hey, Diana. Hola. Good to see you here. I just felt like something, little bug bit me, which is awesome. Just keeps going. Okay, so I'm Carrie Richardson. I am an author, lifestyle designer, and coach, and I help people quiet the noise in their life and clear the clutter so they can go after their big dreams. And anything that gets in the way of you living the life of your dreams is clutter. Tonight we're going to be talking about clothing clutter, which can be a tough one for people. If you would like to be subscribed to my newsletter, I'm just going to do a few little housekeeping things at the top here. You can go to carrierichardson.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter. That comes out every Thursday. Usually I write my newsletter, it comes out on Thursdays, and we expand upon the topic here on Monday night. Tonight I'm going a little rogue and speaking about something different. Let me know if I am freezing up at all. My laptop just froze, so I just wanted to make sure. So you can go to my website, subscribe to my newsletter. I do these Monday night convos with Carrie just about every Monday, so you can always check me here. And for those of you watching now, if you want to be alerted to when I go live, because I know for some people it can be tricky to find it. So now that you're here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my live feeds. That way, anytime I go live, you're going to get a notification on Facebook to let you know, hey, Carrie Richardson is live. Makes it much easier for you to join the live conversation because it can be a little bit cumbersome otherwise. Hey, Annie, welcome. You made it. Yay. All right, so let's talk clothes clutter. Now, for those of you who are familiar with my work, you know that, hey, Cheryl, glad you found it. You know that I am all about what's going on underneath the clutter. And oftentimes to get to that conversation, we need to actually talk about the physical clutter. So we're going to be talking about clothes tonight. So I'm going to start here. Well, first off, I'm going to start, as I usually do, share in the comments one thing that you're grateful for from today, or just grateful for in general, from today or not. But I love to always get the tag high, the contact high from each other about our gratitudes. For me, I'm still soaring on the gratitude of a spontaneous beach afternoon last Friday. We have been so straight out. I cannot remember the last time we've had a day off from either tiny house building or my work. And so this past Friday was Melissa's birthday, and we did a couple errands in the morning, had one business meeting in the morning, and then the day, which was forecast to be pretty crappy, turned out to be beautiful. We were going to go work on the tiny house, and I was like, I busted my butt yesterday to have today free. Let's go to the beach. And she was like, yeah. She jumped right on board when she saw how beautiful it was. So we packed up our beach stuff, headed off to the beach, just about 30 minutes from here. It's a beautiful beach. And I love, love, love the beach in September on the East Coast because everyone's back in school. Everyone is back at work. They're not on vacation. So it's so empty. The beach is so empty. So this beach is usually really crowded. Even though it's a huge one, it was so empty. It was so nice. We each took a big long nap. We have these really comfy air beds that you can bring to the beach. You've probably seen them in stores that they just inflate with the wind. I say that like it's easy because Missy does it. But they turn them into these big comfy air beds that break down into a backpack, and so just lay on the air beds and take a nice nap. So still super grateful for that. Then we went to the movies that night. Then we had dinner with her family Saturday night for her birthday. So it was just a really nice weekend, even though there was work involved. Friday was our first day off in a long time. So it was really nice. All right, now I want to read yours, and what a surprise that Facebook is not going to show me comments. It's awesome. Okay. I'm going to click around here to see if I can... There we go. Okay. Now I'm seeing everybody's gratitudes. Yay! Cindy, grateful for my dogs. Oh, I love it. How many dogs do you have, Cindy? I love animals. I have 2 cats. Always grateful for them. Love them. Cheryl, grateful for our first class this morning. Thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, that was so great to connect with you all. Julie, grateful to see this Facebook Live event after having to sleep through the first Clutter Buster class. Good, Julie. I'm glad you could join us here. And I've got the replays posted up. Lots of Clutter Buster peeps here today. I love it. Oh, Annie, you're grateful for me and Missy. We're grateful for you, Annie. Diane, thankful for being alive. Always a blessing, right, Diane? Yes. Something worth being grateful for, always. Dana, a long conversation with my daughter and discussing your book with her. Oh, that's awfully nice. We'll be sending her this link when she's out of class this evening. Hi, Dana's daughter. I don't know what your first name is, but hi. Mark is thankful for a roof over his head. Yes, agreed. Lindsay, grateful that my dentist said I only have 3 cavities and not 7. And no crown needed, and the bill will be way less. That is really good news, Lindsay. Yahoo! Nancy K, grateful for first Clutterbuster session, which was awesome. Thanks, Nancy. Glad you enjoyed it. Guys, lots of Clutterbusters here. I'm telling you, it's a fun time. It's still time to join us. Sarah, so grateful for the Canadian Diabetes Association picking up my donation, which was Clutter to me. Awesome. Actually saw the person putting it in the truck as I came home. Congratulations, Sarah. It's so great. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love. Good. Well, maybe by the end of this conversation, you all will have some clothes to donate. All right, so now we're going to dive into the clothes conversation because this is a good one. Sorry. Wanda, I'm so grateful you enjoy teaching about clutter. You're a natural. I have been struggling for years. Thanks, Wanda. Sorry, some comments are showing up on my phone that didn't show on my laptop. Kimberly's grateful to be back to work after a week off. That's good, Kimberly. Good for you. Michelle, grateful that my husband is home from his trip. Yay. Hey, Leslie. Good to see you here. Thankful I was able to move today after a weekend of cleaning out the basement and starting my yard sale pile. Yes. Yes, Leslie. I love it. Ah, so good. Oh, my God. I just love reading all these. I love that they're captured. I can go back and read them again and again because I just love it. All right, clothes. So, statistics show, this isn't a new statistic, so I'm sure you've heard this, that we wear about 20% of our wardrobe 80% of the time. So really think about that. We wear 20% of our wardrobe 80% of the time. So think about your wardrobe. Do you tend to grab the same things over and over again? I know I do. I mean, really, if you go on my Facebook page and you click on videos on the left, you'll see a whole library of my videos. You'll see about 5 shirts in rotation because I just don't want to deal with decisions of what to wear. But we'll get into that. But really, we wear 20% of it 80% of the time. So when you think about that, like think about your clothes and tell me in the comments, like, are you someone who tends to grab the same things over and over or more often than not? And do you have a lot of stuff hanging in your closet or in your dresser that you don't wear? I'm going to guess you probably do because we all do. Most of us do. I think just about everyone does. So I think you will as well. So many of us have like a large selection of low quality fast fashion items in our closet. And by fast fashion is a term that is like, and this is in no way putting down these stores, but these are the stores that sell fast fashion. So places like Kohl's or H&M, Old Navy, stores like that where it's, you can get really inexpensive clothes, which is great. But when you learn more about what goes on behind the scenes to make those clothes so affordable to you, it really brings things to light. There's a documentary, I think it's called The True Cost. Melissa's going to pull it up and put a link in the comments. I think it's called The True Cost. And what it does is it shows you what goes on in these factories in other countries to make the fast fashion clothes that are sold here. And while I think it's absolutely necessary to have affordable clothing, and clothing that is suitable for all different types of budgets, we don't need to have so many options at our disposal that we just shop and then toss and then shop and then toss. I can't even, like in that documentary, when you watch it, you'll see just the statistics about how much fabric ends up in the landfill, mountains and millions of pounds of fabric, all at the cost of these people who are making pennies an hour to make these clothes. I certainly used to be someone who would go out shopping for a new outfit for every occasion. It was like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, there's a wedding. Oh, there's a family dinner. Anytime there was an event where people got together, that was my cue to go out and buy a new outfit, or at least a new top or something, instead of shopping in my closet. And so there is that thing about like retail therapy, right? We get a fix and we get a high sometimes off of buying something new. That's more the case now than ever before, especially with online shopping. I mean, we can have something on our doorstep the very next day or 2 days later. So we tend to buy a lot of things that we really don't love, need, or use, but because it's easy to get. And we can just, it's like Christmas morning, right? There is that excitement when the delivery person leaves a package at your door. It's like, ooh, what's in there? What's in there? So I totally get it. But really, when you think about your clothes, I now shop my closet first. And I've pared my wardrobe way down. Like, I can easily fit all my clothes into a standard size closet, and that's not having anything in a dresser. I understand that's probably extreme for a lot of people. Totally get it. I used to have a lot more. But I just don't, I don't have a capsule wardrobe, but I'm closer than I've ever been. So what is a capsule wardrobe? So a capsule wardrobe, that the whole concept of that started, I think it was in the 70s, with a designer from London who talked about having just a good small amount of high quality staples in your wardrobe that you can mix and match. I mean, we've all heard that, right? From designers like, this is so universal. You can mix and match this. You can wear this, from day to evening, like all that kind of stuff. So that's the whole idea of a capsule wardrobe, is to have a small-ish number of items in your wardrobe that are high quality or of good quality, that, are kind of classic in design, created well, like, with good craftsmanship, etc. And so you can have this streamlined wardrobe that can be worn often and interchangeably. And, so the idea is it saves you money, space, and time. And also, when you open your closet, you're looking at most of the items you love, that you were very selective, rather than, let me just run to Kohl's or wherever and grab a new shirt, which I tell you, I absolutely do. But then it's like, okay, well, that did me fine for that event. I don't love it enough to reach for it again, so let me go get something else. So this kind of happens. So a capsule wardrobe is kind of typically defined, and I say typically because people do variations of it, but it's typically defined as a wardrobe that's made up of staple pieces in coordinating colors, usually in the realm of about 30 pieces or less, or fewer. That includes shoes and sometimes even accessories. 30. Yes, think about that. Like, oh my God, I'm sure most people have, not most, but I'm sure a lot of people have 30 pairs of shoes. I certainly don't, or 30 pieces of jewelry. So that's the framework of a capsule wardrobe. Of course, it can be flexible. Many people have kind of adjusted the concept a little bit to make it not quite as extreme, but they still want the benefits of a capsule wardrobe. So they'll opt for about 30 to 37 items per season. So, despite what the stores will show you, the stores now, the clothing industry leads us to believe that there are, 25 seasons in a year. There's really just the 4 seasons. So if you keep about 30 to 35 pieces in your wardrobe per season, then you're really only shopping 4 times a year. And during those times, ideally, you're only adding a couple seasonal pieces to your foundational capsule wardrobe. I know, trust me, I can't, the comments aren't showing, but I'm sure people are thinking like, are you nuts? Like, I love my clothes. I love to wear all sorts of different things. And you know what I say about clutter? If you use a lot of your stuff and you love it, then it's not clutter. But if you are in that statistic where you wear 20% of your wardrobe 80% of the time, then it is clutter. And it's occupying the space for something that is far better and probably much more exciting for what you really want in this life. So I'm going to put a link. Oh, hey, Leah Marie. I didn't see you.
Project 333?
Nope. Okay. Sorry, Facebook freezes and then it does this like, whew. All right. Like all of a sudden, all my comments are flying up now. Okay. Yeah, so just give me a second. I'm going to go back through the comments. I didn't see most of these. Sarah tends to wear the same items. Yep, well, I think it's very common. Julie, my daily uniform is jeans, t-shirts, sneakers. I rarely go out, so my good clothes are years old and worn rarely. So perfect example. Mark is thankful he can walk. Good, Mark. Type 1 diabetes. Good. I'm thankful you can too. Mary, black on black is my go-to as a colorist. That way, if I get color on my clothes, I can just Sharpie it. Love it. That's good. Cindy Lewis went from size 0 to 10 almost overnight because of prednisone. Don't want to get rid of my skinny clothes. I totally get that, Cindy. That's an extreme situation, right? Like it was the medication that packed on the pounds for you, so you'll be likely back in those clothes if, in fact, you can stop the medication or you'll adjust accordingly. Yeah. All different sizes of clothes for those fat days. Yep, we all have our fat clothes. We all have our skinny clothes. Jeans and shorts. Yeah, so you see the trend here, right? Like everyone here tends to have those staples that you reach for when you're going to get dressed. If you have a uniform at work, some people, wear scrubs to work every day or, have to wear a business suit but when your outfit isn't dictated by your location, like think about what it is you grab. There was one woman whose blog post I read she wrote about her experience with a capsule wardrobe, and it was actually really good. It helped. It talks about people who would struggle with that kind of concept, but then ultimately how she found that it really benefited her. And I actually have it in a document, so I'm just going to copy and paste it into the chat. So give me 1 second. Yeah, here it is. Okay, yeah, so I just put a link into the chat that after we're done here, go read that woman's blog post about her experience with a capsule wardrobe. Really interesting. So, I mean, if you think about having just a small amount of items to choose from when you're getting dressed in the morning, like how nice, I'll tell you, think about this. Think about when you go on vacation, right? And so you pack clothes just for vacation. I know for me, every day when I'm getting up to get dressed on vacation, it's relaxing to know, okay, I have 5 outfits to choose from or 4 outfits, whatever. Paring down my options makes it so much easier and makes it so much more relaxing when I'm on vacation. So why not bring that back home? Why have so many options of stuff, passing through the hangers going, no, no, no. How long have those items been passed over? And is it time to get rid of them? I mean, we don't need something else that causes even more decision fatigue, right? So statistics show that the average person, the average adult, obviously different for kids, the average adult makes approximately $35,000 remotely conscious decisions a day. So the average adult makes 35,000 remotely conscious decisions a day. And so by that I mean, it could just literally be like, okay, I've come to the end of the street. Do I go left or right? Even if it's your regular route, all the way to like, do I want this or that for dinner? Or do I want to, refinance? Or like all sorts of decisions throughout the course of a day. But can you imagine 35,000 decisions a day on average? why not save ourselves some decision fatigue? I don't know about you, but if you're someone like me who handles a lot of logistics and planning and executing of tasks and, making decisions all the time, my brain can get fried. I mean, if I'm at the end of a busy day and I've made a lot of decisions that day or have juggled a lot of stuff in my mind, I can struggle to make the simplest of decisions. Melissa might say to me, should we have this or that for dinner? And I'll just freeze and go, I don't know. I don't know. You pick. Like, I just literally don't have it in me anymore to make a decision. I have been spent. So that's why I think the vacation example is so powerful, because when you think about when you're on vacation, how easy it is. Now, the packing is difficult, right? Deciding what to bring. But when you're on vacation and you think, oh my God, these are my choices. I don't have a closet full of clothes I don't wear to choose from. I just have these. How nice is that? Okay. Just going to check back in here to see if Facebook is going to send me a bunch of... Yep. Just got a whole bunch of comments, so bear with me. Oh, Facebook, you're such a little booger. Yeah, Julie says, I know I have some items I just won't wear. I'll always choose something else. Right. So we all have that. Lindsay, I save clothes in my back closet for when I lose weight time. Don't we all, girl? We all have those skinny clothes, right? And it's a really fine line to decide between, do I keep those clothes and have a constant reminder that I'm not good enough as I am? So, I've got some things that I've grown out of that I want to get back into, and I save them not in a self-berating way, but more in I really like those, they're timeless, they're not going to go out of style, so it makes sense to keep them. If it's something super stylish or trendy and I've outgrown it, I'm likely not going to keep it, because maybe by the time I get back into it, it's no longer even in fashion. So, yeah. Sarah can't share it. I'll have to look at that after, Sarah. Sorry. Wanda, I have about 3 different sizes of a complete wardrobe, and I don't have room for all of these. Yeah. So, someone once said to me, dress for the body you have, not for the body you want. So the more you dress for the body you have and learn to embrace it and love it, the more likely you'll be able to do the work it takes to get to the body you want. If for whatever reason you wanted to lose weight, the fastest way, one of the fastest ways to do it is to love yourself right where you're at. Didn't say the easiest way, but it's one of the fastest ways. So having 3 wardrobes of different sizes, probably time to pare some of them down. Even if you don't have to pare down the whole size wardrobe, but just start looking for items or certain things that you're probably not going to wear even if you get back into that size. So pare it down. Tammy, piles of clothes on piles of stuff. Mount Washmore. 26 bags of laundry after a basement cleanup. Gained weight from prednisone, so need some, but 26 bags plus? Good grief. Yeah, I'll tell you, it feels amazing to get rid of this stuff. Leah Marie, Mike and I are getting rid of about 3 to 4 big trash bags full of clothes and bringing them to St. Vincent de Paul. Nice. So that I know the clothes will go to Goodwill and to people who need them. I love that. There's so many people out there who really need them, and that's just it. Like when I talk about the capsule wardrobe and getting high quality pieces, I know it's easy to say, well, I don't have the budget for high quality pieces, but thrift stores have beautiful things. People who are very disposable with their nice high quality clothes, you go to a thrift store and you can get some amazing pieces for a fraction of the cost. So you can invest in some quality pieces. It's just knowing where to shop. The older I get, the more attached I get to my clothes. Do not understand it. Interesting, Diana. So that's worth exploring, right? When we look at the message under the mess, what is it about your clothes that makes you feel so attached to them? I would encourage you to do a little bit of journaling about it. So what is my attachment to my clothes trying to tell me? What are the feelings that they evoke that makes me want to hang on to them? What message do they send me? How do I feel at the idea of getting rid of them? Like digging into this kind of stuff is going to help you figure out what the attachment is to the clothes, because it's really interesting and it's worth looking into. Okay. God, Facebook is just cuckoo tonight. All right, let me see here. Leslie, I try to clean out if I haven't worn it during that season, but I do end up saving stuff because, well, I forgot I had it. Totally, right? Like, I do that too. At the end of every season, I look and see, okay, like, we're just heading into, yeah, it's still summer, but for a few more days. We're heading into fall now, so I will look at my clothes and I will say, okay, what did I not wear all summer? Hey, Jack, what did I not wear all summer? And then I'll find some items to get rid of. Yeah, high quality pieces are good value if you can wear them every day. That's exactly it. That's the idea behind the capsule wardrobe, right? Having those high quality pieces that you can wear often and that can take the wearing of it. You know, that's the other thing. Another whole conversation is how much more often we wash our clothes than we really need to. You know, things can last so much longer if they aren't put through the ringer, literally. Thanks, Melissa, for that. It's coming back to me. Sarah, Value Village can be a good place to donate clothes. I've also found a few quality pieces that people let go of. Yeah, that's in Canada. I don't think we have that here, but right, there's great thrift shops, whether they're consignment shops, secondhand stores, Salvation Armies. Like, you can get some really good quality pieces there. So, you know, when you have that smaller lot to decide from, the smaller wardrobe to choose from, you'll be surprised how much it can alleviate your exhaustion. I've got a sneeze coming. Thank you. Sneezy. As you go through your wardrobe and you pick and choose, like, just start here. So go into your wardrobe, go into your closet, and just identify those things that you haven't worn in a year. And just push them down to one end. Thanks, Leslie. Push them down to one end of your closet. So this is the haven't worn in a while section. Thanks, Nancy. Everybody's blessing me. You guys are so cute. So separate your closet into, these are the things I almost never wear or never wear. These are the things I wear all the time. I think it'll be really interesting for you to see what that looks like. So look and see if you fall into that 80-20 rule or that 80-20 statistic. I think you'll find that you probably do. So just start separating your closet that way, or like, these are things I absolutely love. Thanks, Sarah. Good insight. These are the things I absolutely love. These are the things I don't really love. Now, there's also those things in our wardrobe that we have just in case, right? So, you know, I have a couple pieces in my wardrobe that are for, you know, really dressier occasions. It might be weddings or funerals or things like that. So while I look at that and I say, geez, I haven't worn it in 6 to 8 months, it's not something I'm going to get rid of, as long as it's still like in good condition, a classic style, can stand the test of time. There are some things that you're going to hang on to that you don't wear a whole lot, but they should really be in the minority. So really look and see, just evaluate your closet in that way. You know, how much of this do I not wear at all? And do I hang on to? Yeah, Tammy, once I clean out clothes, I will actually reclaim square footage in my home. You will. That's exactly it. It's just like I say to my clients, the fastest way to increase your monthly income is to decrease your monthly spending. The fastest way to live in a bigger space is to get rid of stuff. You know, people will say, you know, it's not that we don't have enough space, it's that we have too much stuff. So what do you really need and love to have a high quality life? And anything else that is weighing you down is taking away from the quality of your life. So it might provide a temporary fix when you purchase something new, but if after that it's hanging in the closet taunting you as like, You never wear me, but I'm going to hang out here and just remind you of the money you wasted on me. You're spending more in energy than you did on the purchase of the item. Wanda, thanks for your advice on paring my 3 different sizes down. Everyone else just says to get rid of 90%. Well, there goes my hope in losing weight then. Now I have been, again, losing weight. Paring down the clothes feels right for now. Yeah, you got to find your own way to do it. So pare down some things that you don't love. Keep the things that you would be really excited to wear when you get down to the weight to wear them again. So just get rid of some of it. Don't have to get rid of all of it. Roberta, I had 35 trendy pocketbooks. I arranged them by color on the top shelf of my closet. Nice. Years later, I realized I only used 2. I donated them last year, and I do not miss them. Roberta! Like, that's so powerful. Like, look what Roberta said. Like, I donated them last year, and I don't miss them. I mean, how beautiful. You had them beautifully arranged, which right there is a huge coup for you. So you had them beautifully arranged, and that helped you to see what you had and helped you to easily identify what actually you used and what you didn't. And so you only used 2 of them, and the rest were donated. I know that can, like, cause some agita for some people. Like, I can't let go of all of my purses. I've been using the same purse for months. And I have probably maybe 6 purses. I'm thinking. Because I pare them down a lot. It's like, you know what? I have the staples that I need. These are the ones that are the most universal, that function the way that I want, etc., etc. So I bet you not only do you not miss them, Roberta, but it probably feels incredibly freeing to not have them clogging up your closet and looking at them every day about stuff you don't, looking at stuff you don't use. So then that's the other piece that I want to kind of wrap up with is if you hang on to things that you don't use, look at the why. So if you were to go into your wardrobe and evaluate it, like I suggested, separating the things, here are the things I don't wear at all, here are the things I wear all the time. If you find that you struggle to let go of the things that you never wear, even if it's just one item, ask yourself why. What might be the reason that it's difficult to let go of that item? Does it have memories of the past, good or bad? Is it a just-in-case item, or I might need this someday item? So think about, why do you keep things that you don't wear? When I think about my closet right now, because I have a few items in there that I don't wear, and they're still in there. Let me think why I keep them. One that comes to mind is the whole, well, I bought it and I've only worn it like twice, and I don't feel like I've gotten my money's worth, even though I don't love the item. So it's like, okay, so it's taking up space in my life for something better. So I can think about donating those. I think, Melissa, weren't you paring down some clothes earlier today?
Yeah.
So Melissa was paring down some clothes earlier today, and what did you find? Did you want to say or put in the comment?
Yeah, I have 2 full shopping bags.
So she gathered 2 full shopping bags of clothes.
I don't have a lot to begin with.
And she doesn't have a lot of clothes to begin with, because we're both pared down quite a bit. But just before this Facebook Live, she collected enough to fill 2 shopping bags. And so I'm just going to talk to her, and then I'll relay it if you can't hear. Was it challenging to get rid of any of those things?
Not at all.
Not at all challenging. So why did you think you had them then?
Honestly, I just forgot about them, and I haven't worn them all summer, so time to get rid of them.
So she did the end of season thing, right? She hadn't worn them all summer, forgot she even had them, and so it was time to get rid of them. It's interesting because even if you're looking at your wardrobe all the time, you can be looking at it and still forget what you have in there, because that's what I mean when clutter can become part of the background scenery. You can, because it's not like we don't have like our clothes tucked away or hidden away, and we've got it in closets and drawers, but neither me nor Melissa have a lot that you would think that we would forget we have things, because we're seeing them all the time. But it's easy to scan right past those things you never wear and grab the things that you always do. So that's why, so much of clearing clutter is looking at your environment with a fresh set of eyes, like really looking around slowly. So as you're going through your wardrobe, one by one with the hangers, stopping and looking at the item. Look at the item. Instead of like moving a bunch at a time, really go through them one by one, because it's those fresh eyes that will help you see, what do I love here? What don't I love here? Because... Yeah, so that's what Melissa did. She went hanger by hanger, so as to not miss anything, and look at the pieces individually, and likely ask herself, have I worn this summer? Do I still love it? Is it something I even want? Am I ready to let it go? Like all of those questions that you ask. So
Would I buy it again?
Would I buy it again? Yeah, I love that question. That's something I ask myself a lot, that if I'm on the fence about letting an item go, I'll ask myself, if I saw this in a store today, would I buy it? And if the answer is no, then that tells you right away it's time for it to go. Okay. Diana, thank you for the advice. I will journal. I just may make a box with some sentimental clothes and write a little note for when it was worn. Yeah. Like whatever process you need to do, Diana, the idea is to just listen to what's going on underneath in whatever way works for you. Just listen to what's going on underneath. One thing I love about Facebook freezing on my laptop and then going is I see a barrage of hearts and flowers and smiley faces at once. So that's pretty cool. I'll take that. Yeah, so that's the piece I want to leave you with is, if you struggle to let go of things from your wardrobe, ask yourself why. Does it remind you of a time in your life that you long for or that you miss? And if so, how can you reclaim the feeling that those items represent in your life as it is today? So you don't need to keep the items. Or if they're clothes from when your children were babies, you can certainly have the memory of that time, but if the clothes are, boxed away in a basement or an attic, they're not providing the value for you that you want them to. So the memory lies within you, not in the bin in the attic or the basement. Okay.
Dana.
Yeah, I'm all frozen up, so hold on. I'm totally frozen on my laptop now because Facebook or because internet. So one moment. Just give me a second. It takes a second to refresh, and then I get to see everything. All right. Dana, do I love it, need it, use it, wear it? Does it add value to my life? Next item, repeat. It's now in my head permanently. Good, Dana. I love it. You're welcome. Yes. Do I love it, need it, use it? Do I wear it? Does it add value to my life? Right? Does it add value to my life? And if the answer is no to those questions, it's time for it to go. And again, if there's hesitation, even though it's time for it to go, ask yourself why. What am I holding on to by holding on to this item? Yeah. Michelle, I did that same thing with my closet. Then a few weeks later, I did it again and got rid of a ton of stuff. Felt good. It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's like, whew, it's so free. That's what I love about clearing clutter or clearing stuff we no longer love, need, or use, is you get that feeling of satisfaction and expansiveness and joy right away, right? We are immediate gratification people. So our present self loves that immediate gratification. Our future self loves the space you've just created for awesome things to come into your life. So totally powerful. Tammy, first off, if it needs ironing or special care, it's going in the purge pile. I love that approach, Tammy. Yeah, right? If it's a hand washable, geez, forget it. Yeah. Hi, Donna. I'm sorry you're having a bad night. But hello. Glad you popped in. I, too, was having a grumpy night. But it's getting better talking to you all. Okay. All right, peeps. That's my shtick on clothes. Check out that link in the comments section to read the woman's blog post about the capsule wardrobe. Really interesting to read her experience. And make a commitment. either today or tomorrow, to just take a look at your wardrobe with these new eyes. You don't have to have unrealistic expectations that you're going to purge a bunch of stuff, but just go through it with the idea of what is hanging in here that I don't love, need, or use. And am I really ready to let it go to make space for something better? Whether that's clothes or something else. If you struggle to let go of it, ask yourself why. Pull out that journal, do a little bit of writing, find out why. That'll help you. All right. Facebook on my laptop is totally annoying me enough for me to say good night. I hope this was helpful. If you're watching the replay, again, if it's any time after 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday night, you're watching the replay. So if I'm not responding immediately, that's why. I will come back, though, and read the comments and respond to anyone watching the replay. So I hope this was helpful. Hope to see you on my newsletter list. Would love to be in touch weekly that way as well. And during this first week of my Clutter Buster video course, you're still able to sign on and join us. After the first week, I prefer to keep it just to the group that has committed. So go to my website, carrierichardson.com, and click the banner at the top of the page for more information. So, all right. Hope that was helpful, everybody. I'm going to attempt to look at comments one last time before I go. But, yeah, I can't because I'm totally frozen. Did I miss anything, Melissa?
Did you see Jack's?
Nope.
I have dress shirts that you usually wear with a tie. I haven't worn a tie for years.
Okay, so, well, you can wear the dress shirts without a tie, but yeah, so that's something to think about. Like, if you have those dress shirts that you never wear, are you ready to let them go? And if not, why not? That's the real question. Yeah. Okay, good. So I hit everybody. All right, thanks everybody for joining me tonight, and we'll talk next week. Same place, probably the same time. If it changes, I'll be sure to announce that. But have a great night, everybody, and go look at your wardrobe with some fresh eyes. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.